we have the capability of doing all of those and more. In terms of testing, in terms of figuring out what works, what doesn't work. So what this R&D center is giving us is a very different take on innovation. A lot of these things that you'll see here, nobody else will have in India. So we are trying to make it into a really state-of-the-art facility with, end-to-end capability, from producing to changing to, testing, everything, end-to-end.
And what gave you? Sorry, go ahead.
Just to add on to what Varun is saying, I think this is the facility which is fully integrated facility.
Well, we had so much to do just to get to ground level. Once we got to ground level, now obviously the job is a lot more than just building walls. Now it's all about interior decoration, and these are the kind of things which will help us get to products which are evolved and very different, and this is the right time. And plus we've got money, right? Earlier we were hand to mouth all the time. We didn't have enough profitability, there was no cash in the bank. Now we've got cash in the bank, we're looking for a home for the cash, in terms of how do we get better returns from that. And what better returns than, making sure that you have state-of-the-art R&D center which gives you the desired products,
So in the next
futuristic products. So you will certainly see disruptive products in the spaces that we already operate in.
Okay.
Right? So you will see very disruptive products in biscuits. Right? So you'll see interesting cream biscuits, very different. Nobody's seen those kind of biscuits in India till now. We've got a very nice line which we've got in this plant itself, which is going to give us very differentiated products. You will see some, so in biscuits you'll see some differentiated products, which are different from what is available currently. You'll see some rusk, rusk, what do? We do that thick rusk which is devoured and eaten, right? Now you'll start to see some interesting, products. More snackable, right? And this could be a savory product as well.
Sure.
Right? You could spray some, seasoning on top of it, right? So you'll start to see that. You'll start to see cakes, very evolved cakes.
Before you open
It's
this.
about 55, 45.
But you'll still cap it at 60.
No, it'll probably go to 65, 35 in the years to come. Maximum, it'll get to 70-30.
Maximum.
In maybe 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Right? Maximum it'll get to 70-30, but we'll keep a 30% component of co-packers always, because it just gives us flexibility. We said that there are lots of these small startups which are doing some very interesting products. They're creating products which are very exciting. They're very nimble because that's the business for them. For us, we're such a large company. Yeah, that if we do a small business somewhere, it's going to get lost, right? But these guys, that's their business, and they're putting everything in it and doing fantastic work. So what we've decided is that we're going to create a fund, which will be like a venture cap fund, which we will. Obviously, there'll be a committee which will take decisions on where to invest.
Sure.
Which we will invest in some of these interesting startups in the food space and take a stake, right, in these companies at early stage stake.
Sure.
So that if it'll be the best thing to do. So right now we've got about reasonably. So our biscuit travels about 400 kilometers.
Okay.
So you can reduce it because you can reduce it further. Our aim would be to get it down to 300. But then they have to have the balance as well. Large enough factory with the least amount of distance traveled.
Gotcha.
So you can't say, okay, I will make it 10 kilometers because then you'll have a factory in every village, right? So that balance we'll have to find. So the Maharashtra facility is going to be large because of two reasons. One, Maharashtra is a very large market for us. Right? Second, except for Bombay, we've got a low share in Maharashtra. Right? So we've got, while it's a large business, we've got also a potential for growth, for much larger growth than other areas. Third, it's also a premium market. So if we were to put our, technology lines, right, those lines which can do some evolved products in Maharashtra, that would work well. Not just rural, I think the overall country's recovery. We were just about seeing categories starting to pick up, and I think it's derailed it for sure. I would think that it might come back to normal or just about below normal, but is it gonna have the same kind of momentum that we were seeing in the last 3 months? Probably not. Rural economy, all cash. People don't even have credit cards. Forget about Paytms and the rest of it. So it's going to take a very long time. We're underestimating, the power of a common man, Shah Rukh Khan. Only time will tell. So it started off at 20, it's sort of at 15.